Good morning, Charlie Pierce.
Look, this little bit has been very profitable for Jody and I, but I can't do it anymore because Lonnie will get on an airplane and come here and slap me.
Did you see the meme of your Chris Rock and Lonnie was Will Smith?
No. Oh, that's great.
Oh.
Yeah, you said it. I watched it live, Charlie, with my
too,
sister,
yeah.
and you said this is as cosmically weird a live TV moment as I've
Yes.
ever seen. Because you thought it was a bit, and then you're like, what? Oh my God, what is going on? Right. And you
Yeah,
said,
and then until we got the Australian and Japanese TV feeds, you got this weird video of Will Smith yelling and
Right.
very easy to read lip reading, and you didn't, at that point you didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, well, you said,
I mean,
this show still be sailing along this way after one famous person just assaulted another famous person?
Yeah.
That's what was just surreal about the whole thing.
Hey, you know what? I give Chris Rock a lot of credit. The man can take a punch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he also knew, when to shut up and just keep the show moving.
Yeah.
Because he's been on that stage before. He knew not to make it a bigger thing at that moment than it was.
I was really hoping for General Brawl at one of the after parties and was very disappointed when I didn't.
No, instead we got Will Smith dancing to Getting Jiggy with It.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah, Charlie, I was
Anyway,
really,
that story's done.
but
That
there really
story's
is,
done.
but there is a through line about different rules for different people, whether it's Trump or Putin or Will Smith. I've been saying it all morning that it just occurs to me. I'm like, we just watched different rules. Like, just gets to sit down, doesn't get escorted by security, no police charges. I mean, and I think you cannot have been a clearer shot of the bow to the DOJ
They should have
last.
had a security guard accept his Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Smith could not be here tonight because we're detaining him in the basement. But
My point is, it couldn't have been a clearer shot across the bow to the DOJ last night from the January 6th committee, right? Do something. Do your job.
Schiff and Zoe Lofgren, Go California.
Right.
Both of whom threw some chin music at the DOJ politely, and I think but directly. Look, we're doing all the work over here, and I think it's significant. Not only did they do that, in the light of day, but clearly the committee is leaking documents to various reporters today, Woodward and Costa, to put more pressure on.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
and you said it looks to me like the January 6th investigation has quietly expanded. The Department of Justice is not looking to hire 131 people for no reason. Talk to us about that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they put in the budget request. Somebody, I can't remember who it was. I think it was the AP, did a quick study and realized that the DOJ is putting on 131 new lawyers for this. And you don't do that to chase a bunch of mullet heads in, the backcountry of Pennsylvania.
Right.
You do that because, you've got bigger fish to fry, and you need 131 more people to fry it.
Yeah.
To work the file later.
So Ted Cruz, let's talk. Your other piece, the riders defaced the Capitol. Ted Cruz defaced the Constitution. Their goals were the same, to keep Trump in power by any means necessary. An examination by the Washington Post of Cruz's actions between Election Day and January 6th shows how deeply he was involved, working directly with Trump to concoct a plan that came closer than widely realized to keeping him in power, as Cruz went to extraordinary lengths to court Trump's base, lay the groundwork for his own 2024 campaign. You quote, as Eastman outlined a scenario in which Pence could deny certifying Biden's election, Cruz crafted a complementary plan in the Senate. He proposed objecting to the results in 6 swing states and delaying accepting Electoral College results on January 6th in favor of a 10-day audit, thus potentially enabling GOP state legislatures to overturn the result. 10 other senators backed his proposal. Cruz continued to advocate on the day the rioters attacked the Capitol. Their goals were identical: to keep Trump in power by any means necessary. It's clear that the special committee looking into the violent events of the day has swung its attention from the streets to the suites. As you say, the courts seem to be on the same trail. And then you quoted the David Judge Carter. So,
yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing. We didn't know the specifics of how deeply Ted Cruz was involved.
No,
yeah,
I mean,
did we?
Clearly, he was going to use his expensive legal education for evil. He was going to use his powers for evil. And I think he's caught at this point. I mean, he's out there blustering about Joe Biden being, senile or whatever now, and he, or lacking courage. That's my favorite one. The guy who flew to Cancun rather than face his constituents. when Texas froze to death.
Yeah.
You know, is now offering legal help to the guy who tried to like frame his father for the JFK assassination and insulted his wife.
I was just going to
And
say,
by
am I
the way,
hallucinating? Am I
by the way,
hallucinating?
got
Or
his bu-
did he
What?
just say
What?
something?
He did.
I thought I'm hallucinating from no sleep. Did he just say, I think everyone knows if someone said that about Heidi? Oh, he was talking about the Will Smith thing? I'm like, yeah, we remember what you'll do. Nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was amazing to me. I mean, it's like he's utter. It's like he's got this. The one thing he and Trump have in common is they both think they're the smartest guy in the room,
Right.
Yeah.
whatever room they're in, and
Yeah.
they're clearly not.
Yeah. That's astounding with no
I
self-awareness.
know.
He said, I
That's
think we all know what
insane.
I'd do if someone said that about Heidi.
Yeah, nothing.
implying he would hit them like Will Smith did.
Yeah,
Like,
you
no,
don't. Yeah, you
would,
offer him legal help.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You'd offer to help him overturn the government. That's
Yeah.
what you do. Yeah, so they obviously referred Navarro. And can I just say, in an administration full of cranks, is Peter Navarro not one of the biggest cranks you've ever seen
Yeah.
with the
Oh,
shirt
good Lord.
sleeves on Ari Melber's show, just Green Bay sweep and just like just admitting to one felony after another? I mean, nuts.
And you're watching Jamie Raskin say, there is no executive privilege for the president in this situation. I'm paraphrasing. There is no executive privilege for the president in this situation, and there certainly isn't for a trade advisor. I mean, he couldn't have ladled more contempt on the phrase trade advisor if he tried. I mean, it was wonderful.
yeah.
You know, and you know, now we'll see. But
Right.
clearly, there's, you know, a collision coming between the special committee and the DOJ, because they're sliding over to your side of the equation. I still have faith. I mean, those 131 lawyers really made me feel good about it. But I think things are heating up. You know, in Merrick Garland's chair at this point.
Charlie, I think your clock is 3 minutes fast because that was the 10:45 chime, and it's almost.
Yes, I know.
I thought it was time for church. My I had like Catholic school flashback. I'm like,
That is a clock that was in my grandmother's house.
Okay.
All during my growing up.
Wow.
I was like, is it time for Vespers?
It was the first time I ever heard quarter tones.
Wow.
Was at my grandmother's house. I have no idea how old it is. I keep it 3 minutes fast to fool it into thinking it's still young.
Got it. Okay.
But so where does this go when he says, "Oh, it's not my privilege to overturn"? It's Trump's. No, it's not. Like what? How many times do we? He has no privilege. President Biden is the one that.
You especially have no privilege when you go on with Ari Melber
Right.
and give away the entire game.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's.
And
by the way,
apparently, there was a whole couple of, I think it was one hilarious interview with Ari Melber where he said, I don't know why he does this either. You know?
you're like you're doing a commercial for one of those. What is it? The Snuggie? The Snuggly?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's cold as a mofo here.
In Boston. Yeah.
Here
All of a sudden,
too.
Oh,
Well,
Winter came. Yeah, it rained here. It rained there yesterday. Chris was telling me.
Yeah, we got
insane.
4 inches of rain yesterday.
Yeah,
That's a
it was
lot for
crazy.
us.
All right, Charlie Pierce, as a Supreme Court watcher,
It's mudslide weather.
Yeah,
is.
it is.
right?